Oh, the Richard. Oh! What up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning back into the channel. I just woke up. Man, look at my bumper.
Bruh.
Look at my grill. You remember on Friday? Look at my roof.
Look at my roof.
Look at my roof. Man, I hit a deer. Man, I just hit a deer. On my way to work. Killed my grill. I think my tires is out of line. I'm about to get back in here and see if I can make it to work. It's always something, I'm telling you. R.I.P. to the deer. My God. You seen it? I was on my work last night, and this thing came out of nowhere. I never did see it. I thought it was a person. I was really, really freaked out.
Yes, sir.
Look, you can still see his hairs in there. Anyway, car's a little dent up. It's still rolling. I'm actually proud of myself as far as having this car. I've been having this car. It's a 2007 Tahoe. I've been having it since 09. So I've been having it over 10 years. And I used to be the type to get a car every couple of years, but your boy's rolling, it's still ticking. And I'm still hanging on to old boy. So nope, I'm not reporting it. I'm not going to pay that. What, I got a $500 deductible? Heck, it might be $1,000, I don't know. And see, your boy's still right holding up, hey.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep on rolling, all right? I'm in my office. 6 things going out today. Today is actually on a Wednesday. 6 things on a Wednesday is good for me. Let's go get them. First thing I got going out is an Ace programmable thermostat. I actually had that at home, so it's in my little bag right here. Ace programmable. I've been having this for a while. Took a best offer for $8 plus shipping. Had it listed for $11. Just happy to see it go. Second thing I got is a 2019 Minnesota Vikings New Era toboggan. Minnesota Vikings? Who wants a Minnesota Vikings toboggan? Let's see. Should be in G. G's right here. Who the heck wants Minnesota Vikings? There we go. Buyer paid $15, free shipping. Minnesota, I need to do some research on them. They not doing so hot right now, but that's a true fan right there, just like me. Cowboys fan.
Bruh.
Next thing I got going out is a bicycle. Let me just go get it real quick. I know exactly where this is. I've seen it right here. You're out and about and you need to change your tire, do this or do that. Here's the tool to do it. That sold for $16.99 plus shipping. Next thing I got going out is this coat. Take y'all back with me. I got this in an estate sale along with a couple other coats. I actually sold one coat already. And I don't know if y'all remember that estate sale where, here we go right here actually. The estate sale where the guy was like, okay, what you offering? And I was like, I was gonna ask you the same thing. That's what I said to him. Because I've been to this guy's estate sales before. Let me hang this up so y'all can kind of see it. Here we go. And I know how he is, man. Prices is high. He says he wants to negotiate, but he doesn't really negotiate. He just declines your offer and gives his and doesn't budge. Anyway, so here you go right here. A vintage Nike jacket, white tag. So fairly quick. It got that, and then it has the Nike on the back. Anyway, that sold for $109 plus shipping. The buyer's about $130 into it. Great sale right there. A couple things I sold today that's already packed because I get in here and be ready to pack and get up in here, pack and get out of here, and then I'm like, oh man, I gotta record. I sold the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University DVD set. I also sold a Mueller support back brace. All right, we back over at the office. I'm on my cell phone, forgot my GoPro in the car, forgot my other camera at home. That deer got me shook, man. I'm guessing that's what it is because I'm forgetting everything.
Bruh.
Anyway, today's Thursday. Let's see what we got going out. We actually only got 4 things going out, but I wanted to do these videos, this consecutive day videos, to let you know that it's not always good. You know, I think Wednesday, Thursday all together, I maybe had 10 or 12 things go out. So yeah, those are the days you're gonna have. Usually when I do what sold, it's usually that Monday or Tuesday right after the weekend, so I might have more going out, but it doesn't always work out like that. Anyway, let me shut up and get into it. What I got this DVD going out. It's UGO. Is that how you say it? Man, I don't know. Let's go over here and see if I can find it. Let's see. Where's it at? Where's it at? Here we go, right here. What is that? How you say that? Anyway, that's sold for $11.24 plus shipping. Next thing I got going out is some vintage glass ornaments. I got a bunch of ornaments. Look at all these ornaments I got. But the ones that I actually got these all at an estate sale. I got a bunch of ornaments and a bunch of other stuff. It's all kind of stuff for like $50. There's a bunch of ornaments and stuff under there too, but I got a bunch of greeting cards, old greeting cards and stuff like that. Let me see. Grab these 4. These are old vintage glass ornaments, so they're very, very gentle. So I gotta pack these like crazy good. All heck is gonna break loose. Anyway, these sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer's about $25 into these, and like I'm sensing these, maybe a penny a piece, something like that. Next thing I got going out is a Richard Petty hat. I actually got that sitting right here. It's an old Richard. Oh! What am I supposed to do about that? That's the only... I just said I need to be careful when I sit here and break. What do I do about that? Do I hit the buyer up and let them know I only got 3? Do I just cancel it all together? Oof, man, I'm mad at myself. That's crazy, man. Stuff like this. I mean, my day, this deer, I'm breaking 2020. Anyway, get yourself together, Dave. Get yourself together. Straight up. Next thing I got going out is patch. This patch went for $11.99. Zoom out, okay. This patch went for $11.99 plus shipping. The buyer's about $17 into it. $17.50 actually into it. So I think what I'm gonna do is write this person and be like, hey, just tell them the truth. 1 broke. I got 3. I can give you 3 for such and such. I guess $14.99 because they bought 4 for $20. Or we can just cancel the transaction altogether and just see what they say. But yeah, for those of y'all who ask what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me put this key up. This is my mailbox key. I usually keep it on this hook right here. They told me if I lose that key, it's $150. Bruh. $150 for that key. Whatever. Anyway, I'll leave it right there on that hook so I don't take it. Nothing. You know, I don't want to lose that key. I'm not trying to pay $150. You understand what I'm saying? So I got some mail from Stephanie Jennings. She goes by the Midwest Seller, and she also has the Pup Cycle Vintage. I think I know what this is. She said this is fan mail, so I guess it's fan mail, which every time I hear the word fan, I don't got no fans. I'm David Weaver, our Tesla picker, or whatever you want to call me. Anyway, let's open this up and see what we got. All right, first off, loving the little doggy bags. Those are pretty nice. And let's put it on out. Let's see what we got here. Nice presentation. All right, shout out to Stephanie. Yes, definitely getting into vlogging again. She just basically said thank you for all the YouTube content. She needs to learn how to vlog my day to change things up on my channel. So shout out to her. Peep game. These are for my dog. I got a little Yorkie for those y'all who don't know. And that says, what's that? A man's Vintage man shirt. That's nice. Vintage scrap linen. Vintage tablecloth. Oh, these are nice. My wife is gonna love these. But shout out to the Midwest Sailor. For all y'all follow her on Instagram. Oh, she's something on the back too, I didn't know. Learning to make hair scrunchies. So if Mrs. Tesla uses them, I like to send some her way. Yeah, Stephanie Jennings, the Midwest Sailor. Sorry these took so long. Hey, I don't even know how long they've been in my mailbox, but I know how it is. You know, I do custom stuff too, and you gotta take your time. But this right here is A1 stuff right here. This ain't, mine ain't touching this stuff. Come on, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Which one you like the best, man? Out of all three. Which one? Like this one? Brown one? I like that one. Let's try this one first. You don't like it, do you? Yeah, you do. Ah. Look at that. Thanks a lot, Stephanie. I had a couple questions I wanted to answer. This first one right here is from Ron Gross. He said, whatever happened with your landlord? Damaged goods, clean up, also fixing the plumbing problem. Well, they assure me that the plumbing problem is fixed. Of course, my guy, all his stuff got wet, none of mine, so he's been dealing with that as far as on and off with them, still going through the processes and stuff as far as lost goods, insurance, stuff like that. So right now it's ongoing. They did have corporate people come clean it up, and yeah, so far I can't say so good, but so far everything's okay, and they aren't gonna get another mess up. After that, we done. Next one's from Jane Lord. Said, how did you research those patches? I would not have known where to begin. Well, just like anything else, eBay, you know, I mean, I know the certain ranks. I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with some of the insignias and stuff like that. So I knew that, and then after you start searching, you just kind of go down a rabbit hole and you figure stuff out. Google is your friend. I use Google Lens. And you know, eBay has that thing too, where you can actually take a picture of your product and it'll do its best to find what they have. And sometimes it does pretty good. With those patches, it actually did pretty good, because I took a picture of the patch. It couldn't tell me the exact one, but it brought up a lot like it, which was great in my eyes because I have a bunch of different ones. So I was able to figure out how things are. Another thing, I had one guy, and shout out to him. His name is Navy Neo Man on eBay. And he wrote me saying that one of my listings, the title was wrong. This patch was actually not from the World War II, it was from the Korean War. And he was letting me know that a lot of information about that patch. And that's what I love about eBay sometimes. Some people go out their way and just want to educate you on what you got. And I'm glad he did, because I did not know as far as this specific patch, what this actually was. So yeah, I just did eBay, look at the comps, and I'm still researching Google, Etsy, all kinds of stuff. So this patch thing's starting to turn out pretty good too. So there was a great buy by me. Shout out to your boy. Straight up. Is it Pippi Holiday? I believe that's how you say it. Said, you need to be careful about the age of your shoes, your Jordans. I saw one time this young man had bought them and put them away and never wore them, and I think it was like 20 years later or longer, he went to get them out and put them on, and they were disintegrated on it, and they disintegrated on him. Don't know if it's true or not, but it was on YouTube. I can't read today. Don't know if this is true or not, but it was on YouTube, so therefore it must be true, right? I love all your videos. I think you're pretty cool, but you would need your wife to get involved in this. I agree with the last one. I do need my wife involved in this. Right now she's an assistant principal, so she got a lot going on with COVID. I mean, she got more than me going on, so I can't tell her to do anything. She got enough problems right now. Me, sometimes I'm hard-headed. Sometimes she tells me, stop buying, just list. So she knows the whole thing, but I don't listen. I just buy too much. So, you know, I can make it go for me. I need to scale back really a little bit, or maybe scale up on certain things, buy stuff that's worth more. That way I won't have as much, stuff like that. But anyway, and as far as the Jordans, yeah, I've been collecting for years. So I have I have a pair of shoes that's about 20 years old. I actually have some that's older too that I don't wear. They recommend you not wear shoes over 10 years old anyway, and I actually have a couple pair of shoes that's about 20 years old that I had to resole, meaning they take the sole off. Being that Jordan's retro so much, they come out with the same stuff all the time. You take a pair off a new pair and put them on the old pair. A lot of people like how the leather feels on the older pair better, so they just change soles up so they can continue to wear them. So yeah, you're right about that. They do disintegrate after a while. You definitely don't want to play basketball in any. But if you're gonna walk around, stuff like that, it's not too bad. That 2001 pair, I would never wear. That's just a collector's item. So usually if you see somebody who has a pair of shoes that's over 20 years, they're a collector. They're not wearing them. So, and if they are, they'll resole them if they know what they're doing, because you don't want to be out and your stuff just crumple and you be looking all silly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all the questions I'm gonna answer today. I might go in my here and start on these leaves. You know, get the boys out here. It's a nice day today. That's the reason why I came out here and knocked this out. Maybe put that little scarf on Bronx. Anyway, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all be good. Peace.